They take everything, and you are left alone in the dark. But the angry citizen knows your rights. Becca watches every move they make. The CPS Punisher has faced this fight before, and Tiff, she never lets go. Together, they bring the light back home. Join the Tiff and The Punisher family. We fight together.
And no one has a thing to say for those who have been.
They came with a clipboard and a cold disguise, wrote a story full of fear and lies, called it neglect with no proof in hand, just another family they don't understand. Mama cried while the children screamed. Nothing was the way it seemed. One signature, one judge, one file, and they tore that home apart in a little while. They say it's justice, say it's care, but too many broken hearts are lying there behind those doors where no one sees. Families fall down to their knees. Paper chains and courtroom walls, children crying down the halls. They take the baby, split the blood, and drown the truth beneath the flood. Money moves while the parents pray. Another child gets taken away. Voices silenced, lives destroyed, while hope gets treated like a toy. Foster checks keep rolling in while the broken homes can't ever win. The kids need love, the kids need care, but the system leaves them scared in their fathers fighting, mothers torn, living every night and morning, trying to prove what should be clear, that love was always standing here. They say it's safety, say it's right, but too many souls can't sleep at night, caught inside bureaucracy, a machine without humanity. Paper chains and courtroom walls, children crying down the halls. They take the baby, split the blood, and drown the truth beneath the flood. Money moves while the parents pray. Another child gets taken away. Voices silenced, lives destroyed, while hope gets treated like a toy. No child should be a paycheck line, no family erased by design, no mother begging through the pain just to hold her child again. The truth survives, the truth will rise beyond the reports and scripted lies, and someday all the world will see what happens behind protective agencies. Paper chains are breaking down, truth is shaking every town. Families standing hand in hand, fighting back across the land. No more silence, no more fear, no more stolen childhood years. Love is stronger than the lies, and broken hearts will someday rise.
The hunters just became the hunted. Tiff and the Punisher! Wake
taking our kids every day. A child a minute, no one has a thing to say for those who have been isolated. Don't be worried, you have a voice today. So listen up, everyone, here is the story. Child Protective Services is real. CPS is what they call it. They want our kids because it fills a lot of people's wallets. We all think it won't be us. We say when they come we will be so tough. It all sounds good when there's no one to take them. But when they come, your voice gets to breaking. Stay calm, step away. CPS ain't taking no one today. We are educated. Stay calm, step away. CPS, you need to leave. I know the tricks up your sleeves. Can't do what you're trying to do. We have done our homework. Don't do a damn thing without a warrant. You will no longer will steal our kids this way. Tiff and the Punisher have come for the calling. They're giving us the CPS warning. Their voice is loud and clear. We stop losing our kids this year. Tiff wants to fight the entire planet. She's tired of our kids being taken. God damn it. She's been fighting CPS for 30 years, bringing children home from this disgusting mess. The Punisher screaming out loud, abolish CPS and tear it down. Come back. Look at all those kids' pictures held up by Tiff Tac. Together we are stronger than we need. We will tear down CPS with hot speed. We will do so much being together. The birds of a feather flock together. So watch out, CPS, here we come. Picking you off one by one. We promise to bring back the family and prosecute the caseworkers unhandily. So give us back the kids you have taken. Sending you all on a vacation. The one with bars in the windows and the only games you play are on Nintendos. Corruption in courts, here we come. We won't stop until it's done. You judges need to learn what you stand for. This is Tiff and the Punisher warrior. And we cry out to all of you out there. We need support for a cause that many don't care. Our children are being stolen way too often. So CPS, we plan on doing the stopping.
Hey, Tiff,
Hey,
what's happening?
so did you know that Vincent Davis's birthday is July 7th?
I always knew I liked Vincent Davis for a reason.
That would be 3 cancers.
And it's 7-3, and he's 7-7, and you're...
7-2.
I know what day it is. I was trying to figure out. So that's 7-7-7 with us, and then 3 and 2 is 5, and his is 7 makes 12. Well, I was trying. I was trying for something. I was trying for some kind of some sort of Masonic symbolism or something. You know?
Yeah, I didn't know that until I saw Deidre post a happy birthday to him. I said, "Oh, he's
Yeah.
another Cancer."
Well, happy birthday, Mr. Davis. Glad that
Yeah,
you're having a birthday. He's a nice guy. I like Mr. Davis. I don't pay attention to all the political bullshit and all the people he say or she say stuff. From me knowing him and working with him and for him and everything, he was always good to me. He was always a decent guy. Um, he just, it is what it is. People can have their opinions of the guy that they want, but all I can say is that in my 2 years that I was with him, he was always very decent and very respectful towards me and all of that. So he's a good dude. So yeah, wow. So Davis is one too. 77237. I wish your son would become an advocate too, because then we could use the 5.
yeah. He said no. He's a 3.
Oh yeah, he's my. Why do I keep thinking that he's on the? Who's on the 5th?
I don't know. I don't know. My son's birthday's the same day
Right,
as
we're
yours.
the same. Right. Yeah. Huh. Well, that's crazy. Man, I wish somebody. Who we got out? Who do we got in here today? It's very small to me. Come on,
I
high
want to
school?
know. I want to know what ABC is talking about.
Oh, I wanted to say welcome to ABC. Happy birthday to whomever. That's funny. Family courts must be abolished. Agreed. 100%. ABC, Alex Baird, huh? ABC, before we pay the rest, I don't want to pass a good thing up because of my PTSD from no one doing their job. Have you heard of him? If not, can you try to find out what you can? Hello, everyone.
Who we
Who are we
who are they
talking?
talking about? Yeah.
Right. Let's figure that out first, and then we can. Before we pay the rest, I don't want to pass a good thing up because of my PTSD from no one doing their job. Have you heard of him? ABC. Well, welcome ABC, because I don't really recognize you either. But thank you for coming in and seeing this. But tell us who we're talking about.
Yeah.
Tell us who we're talking about. Previously known as Alexandria Courant Baird. Alex Baird.
I don't know who that is.
Who is previously known as Alexandria Courant Baird. Yeah, I don't know who that is either. Enlighten us. Alexandria, unless it's some sort of porn actor or something. Baird.
Well, then I guess you would know.
She is, well, could be someone important.
Oh.
Wealth management person. Oh, attorney. Lowstein attorney. Alexandria N. Baird is an attorney licensed to practice in both Louisiana and Connecticut. Oh, she has experiences representing clients in intricate family law cases. Is that who we speak of? I'm going to guess that must be what we're talking about. What about them? What do we need to know about them, ABC?
Dr. Death, I don't know. I haven't talked to Becca today, so I don't know what she's got going on.
Yeah, she hasn't been feeling well lately either, so it could be something to do with that.
Yeah, it might have a lot to do with that.
Her back is very bad, so don't get upset if she doesn't get right at you, because it's when her back goes out, it gets pretty bad on her. Let's see here. Yeah, that's why I replied to him with a huh. Let's see. Previously known as Alexandria Courant Baird. Family courts must be abolished. Yeah. Or we pay the rest. Oh, Shalom Tatiana. You know who that is, right?
Yes.
All right, good.
We were just talking about her.
Yes, we were. And her new friend. replied that and $1,500. So I just wanted to know if you heard of them.
I don't know.
Okay, so no, we have not heard of them. I'm guessing that we were right and about the attorney. If you want, I'll do some research on them and we can check that out. I can see what I can come up with for you. Just email me at CPSV Hunting Justice and CPSV Hunting Justice at gmail.com. All right, we got a lot of people out here tonight that want to spout off. Does anybody want to come in the box for a minute? Want to take up come out and tell us what's going on? And we can chat with you and you get everybody else hearing your stories. Choo-choo. Yes, sir. Does anybody want to come in the box? I'll put the link up there. All you got to do. Oh, yes, that's what I was doing. Ah, I'm so excited. Don't cancel the stream, Darren. I remembered I did this now. Boy, old age really sucks because I forget that I forget about my memory. But we got this. Oh, shit. Wrong one. Hold on. I got to make one. So we got to just talk for a minute. Create a... What else is going on, Tiff? Do you hear any new news?
Well, I will tell you that the school board tried to call. Well, they did call me today. I guess they got the. I had to sign a release form for his records last week, so I'm assuming that they got them yesterday, and they wanted to tell me that he could go to the school. Because he still because he's got an IEP, that he could still, go to the school for extra help or whatever. And I said, "Oh, you mean the school that breached their contract with me? You mean the school that turned me in for medical abuse and neglect to CPS? That school? Yeah, he's not coming. No, he's not doing that.
Right, we don't need to worry about what he's doing next year because it's not there."
Yeah. She's like, "Well, if you change your mind, school starts August 12th." I said, "Oh, I'm not changing my mind."
Yeah, I've got no. We're not doing that.
Yeah.
We're
not.
Right.
So
no more of that stuff.
I went to Amazon because I asked her to email me about the conversation that we had. So when she emailed me, I went to Amazon and I clicked on our book and I sent her a picture of it and said she should read it.
I love it. Did you send them the link for the both books or just the one? We got to autograph that too. We need to order some of the author copies. Oh, Erica, I got that. I ordered the book. I just need to make sure that I had your address right. So I'm sorry, but we'll get that out to you today. What's up, Unshaken Truth? Chris Braden in the house. What's going on? I take the fifth. Sure thing. Give me 1 second. I'm going to put the link up. You can come in the box.
Well, I'm going to autograph the one that I take to CPS when I go.
Oh, hell yeah, you are. You most certainly are going to do that.
Sure am.
I'll get
and
you
I'm going to put a little message in it too.
Right. I'll get a little stamp. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can stamp my name when you send these things out, auto pen as they would call it. Right. I'll get you my own little signature machine. All right. I take the fifth. Here comes the link in 1 more second here. All right. Here it comes. I really feel like it's the Wonka machine now when I do these things. It's just so cool. Makes me feel good about spending the money I spend on this stuff. Here it is. There it is. Look at this.
It's just a white screen.
You always say, no, don't do that. Until it comes out. Not that. Beside that. All right. That's gone. All right, that's out of the way now. Now this one, I think. Let's move this here. There we go. Join the podcast. Can you see it? If I'd stop moving it. There we go. All right, guys, there you go. If you want to join the podcast, you can either tap here, I guess, if it works, or you can scan the QR code and it'll pop you in here. So I take the 5th. Let's do it. Come on in. I know we were like a little slow this week. It seems like a slow wear off this week type deal, you know? Very slow.
That's because it's been hot and humid.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't sure what could have been causing it, but yes, mother. I don't know what was causing it, but I guess this is what it is. So maybe it is because it's worn out. I'm curious if this link is working or not. Let's see if it brings me in.
Why are you in black and white, not color?
Oh, it took you long enough to figure that out.
No, I wanted to ask you that earlier.
Oh, because I have the other camera on. See, this is camera 1,
Oh.
camera 2. Camera 1, camera 2. See?
Yeah, okay, I see you. So
right,
tomorrow,
I take the 5th. Yes, Toes is on tomorrow.
yeah. So we can't start till 8:30. I have a meeting from 7 to 8:30.
Oh, that's perfect because he had to do. That's awesome.
Yeah, it might be a little bit longer, like not 8:45. I can probably log in at 8:30.
Okay, so it does work. The link does work. So all you gotta do is hit that QR code, and then brings you right in. Yeah. Cool. Don't do that. We're gonna spew that. All right, so you guys can do that. That's cool. Jimbo's coming in. Sweet. Jimbo. Let's get Jimbo in. Jimbo, how are you?
I'm
You're
okay. How's
echoing.
everybody tonight?
Good.
We're doing as good as we can do. Let me get out of this thing that I'm in right here.
Susie don't want to come tomorrow. That's going to come out today.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. What's going on, Jimbo? What's happening?
Well, let's see. I'm hoping I'm not echoing.
You are, but it's my fault. So just give me 1 second to shut my phone off because I'm stuck in the
Okay.
show here.
Okay. I'm trying to maximize my screen.
There we go. I should be all right. All right. Go for it.
So I've been on your show before.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a pleasure being, joining you guys back on. So basically, I have virtual court next week. I have ADA rights. I think I explained last time. And, that was a huge help to me because I was commuting excessive distance. And, it was like 2.5 hours one way. So for years they were abusing me, to get to the court on time.
That's awesome. So,
Yeah, traveling like 3 states. Yeah. So anyway, so I have a virtual next week, and I submitted some stuff in the New York Family Court that orders weren't being followed because I think the last time I told you guys, I had achieved as pro se litigant like almost 50-50.
Yeah.
And I had, 12 lawyers over this case has gone like 7 years and 6 judges and all this and that. And I even had a federal lawsuit for $10 million on them.
Yep.
But anyway, it was crazy. So it's come to the point where I had to file a memorandum of law, an order to vacate, 80-some pages of exhibits and evidence. And then they got a chance to respond. I respond actually back by this Friday.
Yeah.
And then I have the court virtually next week, and the judge will make a decision.
Okay. So where are you at? I'm trying to look because I know I have your stuff written down.
Oh, no problem.
Where
Well,
are you
I'm
at in your case right now? Where are you at in your case right now?
Unfortunately, my case for custody part and all that, not the child support, is in
Yep.
New York, Westchester County, New York. It's rated, the state of New York is rated on this, whatever, parental map, that it's in the red. It gets like a letter F for the worst in basically child trafficking, RICO, kids for
Yep.
cash schemes, and let's call it what it is, domestic terrorism.
Correct.
So,
Absolutely it is.
yep. Now I pay my support out of PA, but you know, they you know how it is. They play the games, the supervised visitation, all that stuff.
All bullshit. Yep.
All bullshit. Yep. All rights violations.
Yep.
And you know how they try to do these illegal temporary orders and all this crap.
Yep.
You know, for people who've never even been in jail or never even had a parking ticket, for God's sakes, or a speeding ticket.
Right. You get the death penalty for your first offense, and that's if you even have an offense. You know? But it's the death penalty is as far as it goes, really. You know, like, so it's absolutely ridiculous. It's just disgusting.
It truly, truly is. And it's gotten to the point where I know now that, you know, there's child psychological abuse. I mean, it's a parent or parental alienation, whatever you want to call it, you know?
Yep.
You know, they have a lot of terms for it, gatekeeping, things like that.
Yep. Let's get down to it. It's called X being a bitch and not letting you have your kid, right? Is that basically what it is?
I mean, I can't really, you know, since the case is going on and they, you know, they have, you know, I can't mention, you know, them and everything, but basically it's a cabal, and they did agree in a settlement, because I did it like Columbo. I was actually trained and by my team, who are also fighting parents and stuff. I can't obviously, you know, right.
Yeah.
But and they have some interesting backgrounds behind them, and the system has been trying to find out for years who's helping me, and you know. So, but basically, we all have to help one another in this. I myself, I mean, I'm grateful for your podcast. You know, I'm not dealing with CPS, but I know it's part of the pyramid, you know, of abuse.
Right.
And
no, thanks for that.
Right. Yeah. So, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you know, who ever heard of paying for a child for years, and, you know, even with settlements in place and stuff, and, you know, you can't even, like, you know, like reach out and, you know, wish the kid a happy birthday, you know, like simple stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's so absurd. It's so absurd. I mean, you know, I just
meant
think
to drive
that
you insane. You know, it's meant to drive
really
you freaking crazy.
It is. It really, they're trying to break me as many other parents, and, you know, they just can't stand the fact that they got into a settlement and Hillbilly Jimbo, you know, got, you know, this big 5-star so-called lawyer in New York who, you know, that lawyer is paid 18B. It's not, you know, the mom, whatever, the mom is not paying, you know, it's just the way it is. But that's who, you know, they have for years, and it's a lot of retaliation. And there was just a judge that got caught. If you look up Jenny Lynn and Ethan Smith on Facebook, they posted something about a judge who got caught illegally misusing these temporary orders of protection. It's a very interesting, you know, because they're like with the Robert Garza bills, we need to have that. If people are going to accuse people of things they didn't do, you know what I mean? Like, then, you know, let's have, you know, let's have criminal court handle it. I've gladly said, let's go to criminal court. And that's the biggest reason why too. I've had so many judges. I've had 4 judges in New York. I mean, one was an attorney referee, or excuse me, actually 5 in New York, 2 attorney referees, the rest were judges. When you call them out with the law or what's called the Family Court Act, and of course each state has their own version of it, they cannot stand that.
Yep.
But it's a very, very, the Department of Justice now is working with Stand With Meg. And really? It looks like they're trying to get them on things. It's a special fraud department that was created. And it looks like that if you were ever involved in these courts with them, like myself, where they try to push, all these like pay to play type, scams with these forensics and things like this, right? And supervised visitation, things like this, and it was done like whatever, like virtually or over the internet or whatever. It's 18 USC 1341 and 1343.
1341.
18 USC section 1341 and 1343. And that could even actually go into the CPS stuff as well, because if they're trying to get you to do some sort of program or what have you, again, a pay-to-play scam, and they use means of some sort of, internet or, telephonic or what have you, then it should come under the fraud.
1343.
Yep.
Okay.
It seems to be a huge break that's transpiring as we speak.
Yeah.
And if you look at Stand With Meg stuff, she has a massive website where you can name your judges and lawyers and AFCs and whatever, guardian ad lit, and it's been very productive.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Expose the suckers, They can't stand it.
No, you know what? We can't stand it. You know what we haven't done in a while? Let's ask Ara about this. Because this is, let's see. So mail fraud, right? Mail fraud and wire fraud.
Yes, correct. Wire fraud, right.
Frauds and swindles, yes. Whoever
yes.
has denied, devised, or intending to devise any scheme or artifice to defraud or for obtaining money or property by means of false or fraudulent pretenses, representations, or promises, or to sell, dispose of, loan, exchange, alter, give away, distribute, supply, or furnish, or procure for unlawful use any counterfeit or spurious coin, obligation, security, or other articles. All right.
Yeah, and even electronic communications crossing state lines. So intent to defraud. For example, when my case started, I had to pay like $3,000 for a forensic.
Uh-huh.
And guess what? It went all over the internet. That was the means of, how you do it, you pay this and that. So there you go. That was just one of many.
Wow.
That was a scheme. That was, they wanted it. There was no need to do it. And, they defrauded me. I mean, all in all, I spent over $200,000. And, I'm on child support from the beginning. But yet, I'm this, whatever you want to call me.
Right.
Yeah, it's disgusting. It's just unbelievable. But anyway, go ahead. Yep.
And then 1343 is whoever having devised or intended to devise any scheme or article to defraud for obtaining money or property by means of false or fraudulent pretenses, representations, promises, transmits, causes to be transmitted by means of wire, radio, or television communications, or foreign commerce, any wires. Okay, so wire fraud.
Yeah, there you go. Yep, exactly. Yep. So, you know,
Well, wait a minute though. Hold on. Wait a minute though. And I don't. We don't normally do this on this, but isn't there a lot of controversy around her being fraudulent and doing fraudulent things? And shouldn't, if these things were to be true, wouldn't she be a victim of this 18 USC 1343? From what people are calling her, as far as being a fraud and not, and selling out and doing things like that.
Well, yeah, it comes down to like where they're trying to do this against the targeted parent to extort the funds as RICO.
Got you.
As RICO, basically.
I see. Okay.
Right.
All right. That makes sense. Both statutes target schemes to defraud involving false pretense for obtaining money or property.
Yes. Now,
okay.
Department of Justice, speaking of that, DOJ created a special fraud department actually for it. I'm actually pulling it up as we speak. Yep. Yeah, it's the National Fraud Enforcement Division. They have a special that, so we'll see what happens,
National Fraud Enforcement Division.
Yep.
Yeah, that's awesome.
The 23rd of June, 2026.
That's when they started?
Yeah, that's when they came out with this special. The Department of Justice announced this annual fraud thing because they're going after New York. They're actually suing them for the healthcare stuff.
Now, does it look like anybody can go to this National Fraud Enforcement and
sure,
write up
a complaint? Sure, exactly.
Everybody should be doing that then, right?
Yeah, it's just so new that I don't think many people know about it. So, it's my pleasure to try to get this out there.
Yeah. Yeah. So, National Fraud Enforcement Division, announced early 2026. Yeah, Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche filed a memorandum that consolidates and centralizes DOJ's anti-fraud resources into a dedicated litigating division.
Sure.
So their mission is to zealously investigate and prosecute fraud against taxpayer dollars, federal programs, federal funded benefits, businesses, nonprofits, private citizens. It emphasizes data-driven techniques, interagency coordination, and equipping prosecutors with advanced tools. Wow.
Yep. And we are private citizens.
Yeah.
At the mercy of these, can't even call them courts. They're like Russian gulags from back in the day.
Yeah, absolutely they are, right?
Mm-hmm.
God, I see that.
I know.
Wow, that's really good information right here. I'm glad. Thank you for bringing this out, Jimbo. This is really
my
cool.
pleasure.
So,
and if you look too at go to Stand With Meg.
Yeah.
She's pretty big on this because she's actually working with I believe the attorney.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll definitely check that out.
Yeah. It may be able to help in the area of the CPS as well, because, I mean, let's face it, this is why they're here, to make gobs and gobs of money by violating our rights of our, kids and of course, these, judicially targeted parents.
Right. This is crazy. This is really good stuff. Now, finally, we have a place to go to complain and to write these complaints.
Yeah, well, speaking of writing complaints, it's hypocritical of the FBI, because right on the FBI's website, and I've actually done reports with them, they actually have where if you've been, basically it's 18 USC 241 and 242, like Color of Law, whatever.
Yeah.
I think it is. Conspiracy against rights. Well, why aren't they doing anything about it? Under 241 and 242, because there was a thing called Operation Greylord years ago.
Yep.
And we're on part 2.
Yeah, well, that's what our man Lewis Ewing is trying to implement, and he's trying to push that down. He's just running into a problem with What he's running into a problem is with people saying that he's a fraudster because he's trying to collect money to do what he
Right.
needs to do and get it done. And now here's the thing. If you are in this, look at, this is an untapped resource or source of financial gains. It really is. And I'm not going out by a stretch by saying this.
Right.
The problem is that the people that are in this already are tapped. They don't have any money. Right? But there is no problem. There's no problem if you are providing a viable product for people, giving them proper representation, and you're doing what you're supposed to be doing by a contract that you would have signed and submitted to someone to do work for, or you're selling a book, or you're whatever you're doing. As long as you're doing what you're doing in a right, lawful, legal manner, not trying to shim off of somebody, not breaking the law, and people are choosing to buy your product, you're not a fraudster.
Right.
If you donate to Jessica Saxton, as long as she's out there and telling you, I'm doing nothing with this money, I'm just doing this so I can live on the road, whatever. If these people are doing it and telling you, and you're donating it to them with a clean heart and a clean head, there's nothing wrong with that, because people still get the right to pick and choose what they do with their money. And here's the other thing, and I want to tell everybody, be very careful about this. You know what? Spending what little bit of money they have might be the only thing in their life right now that they have to hold on to and choose what they're doing with. So it's wrong for us to go out and slam these people for giving these people monies, because this might have been the only $10 that Mary Jo spent since her kid got taken. And she feels like this is the worst thing for her to spend this $10 on, because, you know, parents don't want to feel joy, or they don't want to have anything that makes them feel better about doing things, or whatever, you know, psychologically. So you can't go out and start slamming these parents for spending money on this cause, even though everybody thinks it's a scam. Well, they're still smart enough to make these own decisions for themselves. I say we need to let everybody make their own decisions on who they want to, spread the money that way. You know,
I agree.
Want to
I agree with
let
you.
them donate it. Let's not waste time on that, you know?
Right. I think that it's a good shot with Lewis Ewing with that. I think he was only charging like
$100
I think it was
the first, yeah, it was $1,100 altogether.
Right. Right. And he was doing a plan, right?
Correct.
Right. So I mean, you know, I don't, and I think he had a certain number of people he needed or whatever, but
yeah,
you know,
right. He wanted to start with one state. I forget where he said, like somewhere like Iowa or something that was small.
Right.
Yeah, every county and like 10 people in the county. And we got a lot of kickback and flashbacks of people going, well, 10 person in the county, well, that's freaking, you know, $1,000 a month. And then you get 50 counties. Just listen, the guy, number one, if he got that many people, 50,000 people in his community, he's not going to have the time or the resources by himself to even work that much of a load. So he's going to have to do something to hire somebody else to help him. There's no way around it. You know what I mean? And I talk to him frequently, you know, and like, that's not that much money to kick up for your kid.
Right.
You know?
Right.
You smoke packs butts every day. I hate to take this away from people that are in the CPS way, and they, you know, like, because maybe that's all they can afford. But whatever, it's a pack of smokes a day.
Right.
You know,
and go hire a lawyer, because they have paralegals and look at what they're charging with retainers and hourly fees.
Right.
And with them, you're not getting a promise. Where Lewis, I mean, it sounds pretty good.
Right. And it really, the more you could go to, he has the Operation Grey Lord meetings and everything once a week. And you go there and listen to what he has to say. You know, you get more comfortable with it. You get more personal with the guy, and you know, feel comfortable about giving him your money. Because that's the other thing that people don't provide anybody to have is the comfort with them. You know, like you get, you know, even when you get a lawyer, you get an hour consult to go in there and give this guy an hour of your time to make you feel comfortable with giving him a $5,000 retainer. You know what I mean? Let's be real. That's what that hour, that's what you were going there for, is that lawyer. When you go in to get that free consultation, it's not a consultation. It's that gives that lawyer an hour to sell to you his services and his trust.
Yep, exactly.
You know,
and again, there's no guarantee. And, you know, and like I said, I mean, out of all my lawyers, I only had really one good lawyer, and she was down in Florida.
All right. How many
You
lawyers? You
know,
went through quite a few, correct?
12.
12.
Yeah, I spent a little over $200,000 when my child was basically absconded, kidnapped to Florida from New York without my permission. I had to file a habeas corpus, so I had to have a lawyer in New York and I had to have a lawyer in Florida because obviously, she wasn't coming back. I had to get the kid back up here, right? So that was like what I think like 14 grand in Florida by the time that was done. And then the other guy, I mean, in New York, he was thousands of dollars, but all along the way. And then, I had a lawyer for my support conference in Pennsylvania like once or twice, because then, how it is in the beginning with this stuff, you don't really know. Like, you just think like, oh, I'm going to court. This will be over with. It's cut and dry. They're looking out for the best interest of the child,
Right.
And we find out that like, they're assigning you like a freaking prison number and an orange jumpsuit.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's like, wait a minute, like, what did I do wrong? Oh, you decided to fight for your kids.
Right. You wanted to stand up and try to do something to get them back.
Yeah, and have a relationship. And ultimately, all along the way, it just got to the point where it was like, no, I'm not spending any more money. Oh, okay, we'll give you a free lawyer. And up there in that bum state, they call it 18B. And I'm sure each state has its own, little acronym change or whatever. But that's a free lawyer, 18B. So then I took few of them. They were horrible, and ultimately had to do it as a pro se litigant.
Oh, well, it's still a good challenge, and you ended up as a.
Yeah. So then got the settlement. I mean, was the settlement, was it good? Could I have done better? I mean, but it's the best I could do. And,
Well, I mean, would you have gotten better than that from an attorney? Because he would have taken that attorney would have taken 66% or whatever from there, and he would have gotten even less.
You raise a good point. And the answer, in my opinion, to that is no. They wouldn't have probably gotten me any better.
Right. So
but you know how they are. They'd try to put this and that and all these roadblocks before you can try to actually start, even though everything is signed, sealed, and delivered. What a scam. Oh, God.
It is. All of it is. It really is all a scam. It sucks because here's the thing, too, is that every one of these parents, I know I was. Any snake oil salesman cart that went by that said they could give me my kids back, we were spending money on. Any lawyer that was, like in our range of affordability, we were definitely giving them a shot. Like, here, give me this, give me that, and everything. And $80,000, $100,000 goes fast when you're playing that game.
Yeah, like I've had the cheaper lawyers and I've had the most expensive ones, so I totally get it. But at the end of the day, they all have to bow to the almighty bar association. Whatever you want to say.
Do.
But I think I've said this before when I was on your show one time. I learned that it's what they're doing in there is basically maritime law versus, like common law or commerce or constitutional law of the land. That's what they're basically doing. And I've said to the judge before, I said, and they got nervous over it when I brought that up about the maritime law. And I said, Your Honor, I said, if we were on a ship, I says, you'd make me walk the plank.
Yeah, well, either that or you would make him abandon ship,
Yeah.
Because that has been done.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Unless it's mutiny.
Yeah. And we can do that with the amount of people that are in the courtroom, right? Like, what happens if you have 25 people in the courtroom? You can automatically have a jury right there.
Oh, they like to block. They don't want me to have any court watchers. They're scared to death.
Yeah.
That's why they're trying to, silence me and, and not speak up or whatever. And, hey, you know what? Freedom of speech. I'm tired of it. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm tired of it. Freedom of speech. As long as I don't say anything, specific about, what's on the temporary order, then, I'm in the clear. You know what I mean? And I have transcriptural proof and evidence to, put forth momentarily here in the next day or so, because her lawyer is trying to say that I supposedly violated it. Yeah, right. You can see yet I never said anything about, and I could say the lawyers, I could talk about the court system, I could say, the AFC's name, I just can't say any other specific name. You know what I mean?
Right.
Right.
But they can say whatever they want, though. That's the other thing.
Isn't that great? Yeah, they can say whatever they want, and they could violate your rights, but that's their game.
Tiff,
they're on.
Burn it up there. What do you got to say?
Oh, go ahead.
Whew, that's a lot. No, that's a lot.
I'm done.
There's no way in hell I would have spent $250,000. I'd have quit a long time ago and just went pro se. You could have bought a whole house with that money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but not a new kid.
Yep. I mean, I spent, like I said, I spent over $200K, and I think I got to that point around the first 4 years, and I said, I'm done. Enough. No more money. And that was on top of paying an exorbitant, extortion amount of child support. I was paying, the daycare one time he was in, I was paying like just shy a few dollars of $2,000 a month.
The hell was it? A golden daycare?
It was an academy. Even the lawyer in Pennsylvania said, Your Honor, what is an infant doing in an academy? Yeah.
Soaking daddy drive.
I mean, I never had a problem, for him, education, all that. I could put him in Catholic school. I could still do that today if I, wanted to, if I was ever allowed. But the problem was the narrative. They just have this thing, once you go into a courtroom, and I like to bring this up for your guests. I'll be brief, but it comes to mind now that I'm recollecting here. A person, I forget the guy's name, but he went to the court and he didn't sit down when they said to, when, how you have to stand there, and all that. Right. Yeah. Well, you may be seated. Well, he didn't. He said, I object. What do you mean you object? We didn't even start yet. I object. And they said, well, what do you mean? He goes, you have a name tag right on this table over here and over there where they're sitting, and mine says non-custodial parent. That's discrimination. And you just found out my name. Yep. Wow. So they labeled this guy before they even heard a word.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, what's that say? What's that say?
Yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah. Sickening. So if anybody's listening and you walk into one of these kangaroo courts and there's a little thing there, it says non-custodial parent, then, try to do that.
Right.
It works for him.
And those things are actually put on by the court too, right?
Yeah, correct. Yeah, the placard or whatever it was.
Right.
The little, almost like you go to a wedding party and, the tables,
Right. So that's some shit right there. That's the course. That should be fraud on the court right there, or some sort of something.
It's just discrimination right off the bat.
Right. ADA violation or something.
Yeah. Yeah. How do you determine that you put a label on someone like that and we didn't even start the court yet?
Right.
Unbelievable. I mean, well, that, you know what it shows, that they're so comfortable. They're so comfortable in their right, you know, violating everybody's rights, that they just do it without, you know, whatever, with
Right.
attitude,
That's
with
fine.
attitude,
Right.
smug.
It's gonna stay this way, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, you know, yeah, we're untouchable because they're nothing but a cabal. They're gang members.
They are that, and I'll tell you what, gang stalking is real. All of those things that people talk about, these CPS victims, is real. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And it's terrible.
Yeah, I've been in Marianne Petrie, Slam the Gavel. I'm in 3 of her books. I'm story number 9. I've been on about, I don't know, 5 or 6 of her podcasts. Great woman, awesome woman. And she said it best when she coined the phrase. She said they're wearing Halloween costumes with the robes.
Yep.
Yep.
Halloween costumes to scare this fun.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm not here to, you know, come down on every single judge, because I did have a good judge in Florida. I did. The Honorable Judge Maxine Cheeseman was her name. She was, yep, she was very fair. She was very good. Her bio was she worked with the community, the church, and she was just about the law and the best interest of the child.
Wow.
So, yeah.
That's a little bit. Whatever.
Yeah. So I listen. I give credit where credit's due. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Right.
You know, right.
It's like seeing every cop is bad, and there's not every one of them are bad.
Correct.
You know, I mean, at the end of the day, abolishment is the only way to make all of this stuff kind of go away. But for the time being, until we can figure this out, we got to take the good with the bad. We have to.
Exactly. Yeah. So. Well, yeah. So, yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Wish me luck. I mean,
yeah.
Like
good luck.
I said, the judge.
Make sure you come back. Make sure you come back. When is your court date?
It's next Tuesday. Next Tuesday. I forget the time. I think it's early afternoon. I have to check. But
I'm putting you on the calendar.
Oh, thank you so much.
So we can get you some prayers and everything before your before your date. But also, man, if you want to come back on the 23rd or whatever, if you have an answer or when you hear what happened,
that'd be great.
Come back in, please, and let us all know how it went. And because the best way that we can educate people is to actually have them live these real courtroom experiences, and people like you say, look, they screwed me here, or I won here, or like for us to hear the truth in these matters. So
yeah, you said the 23rd.
Well, I was just thinking. I was thinking that we can do the 23rd if you want to. Just your date. Your next Tuesday, right?
Yeah, I'm next Tuesday for the court. I'm filing some stuff by tomorrow or by Friday at the latest, and then the judge will make a decision. From my understanding, on Tuesday. Yeah, that's the 14th, and then 14th. Go from.
Jimbo. Yeah, you want to come in? You want to do because by the 23rd, you must be able to hear something by then, right?
Oh yeah. I'm good. I mean, do you think you still have my email, right?
I believe I do. Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah. If you can, just send me some correspondence through email, like whatever's convenient for you. We'll try to come up with So I appreciate that.
Yes, sir. But yeah, let's tentatively plan for right now for the 23rd.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, my friend. Thank you so much, Jimbo, for everything. And
Thank you.
Luck on the 14th, and we'll be in touch.
Great. You guys have a great night.
You too, my man. Thank you.
Yep. Bye.
Awesome.
Wow.
What a good dude. What a great guy. What a big tolerance. Like where do you hear about these stories about guys like him that $500,000, spent out for enough an amount of time and hours that this guy is committed to this stuff? It's just insanity, and he loves it. He's not going to stop. He's just going to keep on going and going and going until he gets his kids back or gets what he wants out of his kids. And how do you not do anything but commend this guy for that? You just can't. He's an idol. People should idolize what this guy does and his commitment to his kids. Because it's crazy. It's really not crazy. It's crazy to find people that are like that. It's impeccable and impressive. So,
I keep freezing. I'm here, but have you seen the numbers since we've been on?
where are we at right now? 76?
70. Well, I got 73, so you're 3 ahead of me tonight.
That's so weird. But yeah, wow, 76 kids been put into CPS custody tonight since we've been on the show. It's crazy when you actually look at that and understand that this is what we're talking about. Every minute a kid's taken and put into custody. To be able to see that and just like this showtime is just mind-boggling, you know? To think I'm getting all tired and worn out, you're getting tired, ready for bed, and these numbers just keep growing and growing and growing.
Yeah.
Pretty sick.
And don't forget, we're going to start late tomorrow night.
That's right. Tomorrow night, we got Toes with us. We're going to start late because Tiffany's got some things she's got to handle. And tomorrow night is Angry Citizen night. So, should be quite an interesting night, everybody. So, 8:30 tomorrow night. Make sure you bring some popcorn. It's going to be a little bit longer than usual. And it's going to be worth the watch. So, until tomorrow, guys. Have a good night.
Darren, I'm about to call.
All right, Tim. You about to call me up. I'll answer.
All right.
CPS, your time is up. Yeah, waking up to the knock at the door. System coming for war, they twist the truth, fabricate more, leaving families torn. Tiff spitting fire, constitutional warrior, Punisher, loading up, aiming straight at the corrupt core. Child protective, nah, more like child destructive. Stealing kids for the quota, bureaucratic injustice. Paperwork, lies, court dates, rigged from the start. But we expose the corruption, tear the veil apart. No more silence, no more fear. Voices rising, the end is near. CPS sauce, we coming for you. Tiff and the Punisher, breaking through. Gunning for the system, parental rights renewed. Fight the corruption, the revolution's due. CPS sauce, hear the war cry. Reclaim your family, never say die. Constitutional hammer smashing every lie. Tiff and the Punisher, watch the system fry. Family court circus, judges playing God with lives. Child support traps, keeping good parents deprived. Police roll up, badges hiding the agenda. But we drop knowledge bombs, no surrender. F in your corner, strategies locked and loaded. Reunification blueprints, the truth fully decoded. From the front lines, wicked, wise, and relentless. Exposing every fraud, make the guilty confess. No more silence, no more chains. Break the cycle, ignite the flames. CPS slugs, we coming for you. Tiff and the Punisher, breaking through. Gunning for the system, parental rights renewed. Fight the corruption, the revolution's due. CPS slugs, hear the war cry. Reclaim your family, never say die. Constitutional hammer smashing every lie. Tiff and the Punisher, watch the system fry. This is for the parents, fighting every day. This is for the warriors who refuse to break. Abolish the machine, tear it down. Wicked warriors rise, own the crown. Yeah, CPS sauce, louder now. Tiff and the Punisher, take a bow. Gunning for the system, we ain't backing down. Parental rights forever, wear the crown. CPS sauce, this is the sound of justice rising from the underground. Tiff and the Punisher, echo through the town. The fight continues, never back down. Tiff and the Punisher podcast, armed with truth. CPS, you're done.
We know it's all about the money, we know they lie, we know this is corruption. Does CPS know what they are doing to the